In this series, I'm going to be adventuring around some of the lesser known backpacking spots in Australia and uncovering one of its best kept secrets. Then I'm going to be heading over to Southeast Asia to explore Myanmar, a country that has only really recently opened its borders to tourism. And as always, it's going to be real, it's going to be raw, so that it really shows you what it's like if you go backpacking. These crocs are going to be pretty big, I think. To be fair, I hope they're not that big. So she's going to go further. We are starting our adventure to Kakadu! Yeah!
We're going swimming with the crocodiles.
I have to go in here and there's definitely a crocodile in there. This is officially one of my new favourite places. Look at it! We're going in a cage of death!
Here we go, guys. Give us your best scared faces.
Previously, I flew from Hong Kong to Adelaide to meet up with Tom, who had been our Groovy Grape tour guide back on our Outback adventure in Series 1. By this point, we were just at the start of a very new relationship, so we had decided to throw ourselves in the deep end and do a massive road trip together all the way up to Darwin. In an attempt to write my name, Tom has just set the bush on fire. And then this happened. It's Friday the 13th. I had to jump out of a plane again. After a whole week of driving, we finally made it to Darwin. Tom had arranged for us to stay with his friend Gus in a large share house, except that by the time we got there, all the rooms were actually full, so we ended up camping instead.
Mine and Tom's accommodation. This is the pool area. It's very sunny right now. This is the living room. It's very comfortable. Tom is just chilling out.
Now the reason we drove all the way up to Darwin is because Tom wanted to show me one of his favourite places in the whole of Australia, Kakadu National Park. Tom has been a tour guide up there for a few seasons and knows the park inside out. So I knew that this was not just going to be an ordinary backpack experience. Consequently, I knew the next few weeks were going to be very hectic, so we took a few days just to chill. Also, we had just driven across the whole of Australia, which had been an adventure in itself.
The weather here is just awesome. It is a little bit sticky. It's manageable. We're going to go to the night markets tonight. Go and have a look because they are on Thursdays and Sundays in Darwin.
So we are at the Darwin night market. It's a lot of food. It's really busy, but it's really well organised. So we come here to like wander around and then we're going to go watch sunset. We are about to go on the spectacular croc jumping cruise. These crocs are going to be pretty big, I think. I hope they're not that big. I can't see it. Can you see it, Tom? Where is it?
There it is. So that's a newborn hatchling. These little fellas know how to jump the day they hatch out of their eggs.
Will you take your finger off?
It'd bite it straight away.
You don't usually get to see these little fellas. You can only see them at a low tide. How many times every one crocodile by 5, and that's how many is around us, but you can't see. So these crocodiles can react 37 times faster than humans. So we're just waiting for that head to come up, tail to go down. There we go, head's coming up.
Tom is currently strapping the GoPro to the end of the bait stick. They are vicious, Dad, you would hate this. Oh my God.
He's going under.
The size of him! Oh my God.
It's just come out of nowhere, right?
So she's gonna eat the GoPro then.
It's getting closer. And the crocodile sign. And then another crocodile sign. Welcome to the top end, people.
Oh, you mean there's crocodiles down there?
Not just there.
So we're not supposed to get out. We're basically on safari right now, right?
We're on safari.
Yeah, safari. I love safari. The next day, we were off on our next adventure. We're on our way to Litchfield. Yay! Our first stop in the Litchfield tour is Wangi Falls. Apparently, we're not going to swim here because it's a bit chilly. But that's Tom saying that, so, you know, his tolerance for the cold is not the best.
Not as good as your pommy blood.
Pommy
Cold
blood.
tolerance. She's basically cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. I'm not cold-blooded. Or maybe a little bit. The modern age of Australia. Wi-Fi at a waterfall. Oh my God, it's like a swimming pool. Pretty chilly. Saying that there was Wi-Fi. Look at the beautifulness behind me. The amazing waterfall and swimming hole. And then I'll show you what happens when you give people Wi-Fi. Look at the 2 girls on the bench behind me. Oh look, we're at low risk from crocodiles here. Basically means there's no crocodiles, but maybe there might be a crocodile. Why are there crocodiles everywhere in Northern Territory? I might have to change my name from shark bait to crocodile bait instead. Number 2, Lawrence Falls. Off we go with the homemade GoPro stick. Ooh. So where are we going? Down there? And this would be the difference between Litchfield and Kakadu. How busy it is. So many people. Litchfield is much closer to Darwin, which makes it a really popular day trip. Plus, you don't need a 4x4, and as you can see here, it has really easy access to the waterholes. Tom had the perfect solution for escaping the crowds, a bit of free diving. And for someone that comes from the desert, he's surprisingly comfortable underwater.
1, 2, 3, shaping this destiny. From soil and seed, we come from and will be. And
starting our adventure to Kakadu. Yay! It's like a 5-hour drive to the bottom, so we're going starting in the south and then working our way up. We've stolen Gus's car, which is a big 4-wheel drive to help explore the park. We're going into the park! Yay! There's a mini shoe. It's taken us about like 3 hours to get to here so far. We're going down a dirt track. I don't know where Tom is taking me.
Already told you so.
I've already told you.
Resting panic face setting in.
I'll tell you why resting panic face is setting in. Because the little water hole that we're heading to, Tom was like quite casually dropped into conversation and went, there's a big freshwater crocodile there. I'm not swimming with a freshwater crocodile. Are you crazy? You're mental, Tom.
They're friendly.
They're friendly. I don't care what sort of crocodile it is. I'm not going swimming with it. So yeah, we're heading down to a freshwater crocodile swimming hole. Oh, we've got a sign right ahead of us that says about crocodile safety. We're going swimming with the crocodiles. No. Goodness me. Seriously. The other slight situation here is that saltwater crocodiles are dangerous. Freshwater crocodiles apparently are not dangerous. They both have teeth. This one looks pretty dangerous to me.
Now I'll show you why this resting panic face is totally legit.
Fred the Freshie.
Would you want to go swimming with this?
I don't think so.
Anyway, back to the story.
Tom is already in. There's a bubble. There's bubbles coming up there. That's where he is. So, Tom's in. Basically, I have to go in here and there's definitely a crocodile in there. Tom seems completely at home. So basically, there's definitely a crocodile in this mesh of roots down here. Well, I went in the water and I got Tom to take some pictures of me, but just at that point he informed me of the rock I was standing by had scratch marks on it. Do you see those scratch marks? And I was like, ah!
You were a bit.
I'll show you the photo. I look petrified. It'll be slotted in just about now. Or did you actually see one?
Didn't see one, Charlie.
You didn't see a crocodile?
I did see a snake, and I wasn't going to tell you about it.
You saw a python and you thought you wouldn't tell me. Are you crazy, Tom? We're collecting firewood for tonight. When I say we, I'm hiding behind the car because the chips are coming everywhere and are flying in my face. Where are we going? We're going to Dunlop. Where they film Crocodile Dundee. It's like that aerial shot where it flies over and you see them all both swimming out, refreshing water. We're going on another hike that says caution. So we're going to the top of the cliffs over there. This is the first time I've put shoes on. I don't even remember, like 2 weeks or something. It honestly feels weird having shoes on again. Of course Tom doesn't have any shoes on. We're kind of over halfway.
Oh, way past halfway.
Way past halfway apparently, which is good. Oh, because look, there's the car. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh no, we're focused on the bushes. I can't even focus on the car. Ah.
Charlie, let's go. Waterholes waiting. Waterfalls, waterholes.
Almost there. Oh my god, this is awesome.
Not too bad.
Awesome! This is so cool.
So instead of me doing the voiceovers here, I thought I'd bring in an expert. So here's Tom.
Kakadu is renowned for its ancient culture, beautiful rock art and stunning views, as well as its ecological diversity. Places like where we are here at Gunlum Falls are a massive tourist hotspot because of its natural infinity pool with a view like this.
Look at that! An infinity pool! Just lie there and look out over this view. This is officially one of my new favourite places. Look at it! It's amazing! So Tom and I are now going to sit and watch the sunset whilst I'm having a G&T and some Doritos and dip. Life doesn't get much better than this. Got a very amazing Dorito dip holder here. Ta-da! I have the dip in my shoe. This is awesome. Tom's deep in thought, looking over his back garden.
Searching for animals, actually.
You have a very big garden there, Tom. It's nice, eh?
Yeah. Takes a lot of water.
A lot of weeding, yeah.
Lawn mowing.
Lawn mowing.
The next day we were off on our last adventure to Tom's favourite place in the whole of Kakadu, Barramundi Gorge.
Crocodiles! We've just taken a little stop to look at the largest termite mound I have ever seen. Yeah. Huge termite mound. We are at Barramundi Gorge. Been swimming in all the pools. So I just totally conquered my fears and managed to swim through a hole, like a tunnel under the water. It was like about 2 meters deep into the darkness, into the abyss.
He's gonna do it this time!
It took me a while to get there, but I did it, yay!
Once I got my confidence, there was no stopping me.
This place is just spectacular. It's so amazing. Also, so I might have mentioned before that Tom likes to go diving. He can pretty much free dive. He can hold his breath for like 2 minutes underwater and go right down to the bottom of like a 14-meter plunge pool. It's insane. Earlier, in the last pool we're in, he went diving and look what he pulled up from the bottom. Yep, a full-blown drone. Mental, hey? I cannot believe that someone lost a drone at the bottom. And he just pulled it up. He was like, hey Charlie, look. I was like, what?
As you can imagine, the drone was totally broken. However, we did manage to recover the SD card, so I thought I'd show you a few clips from whoever's drone this is. Especially as you're not allowed to fly drones in Kakadu National Park without a very expensive permit. And this point here is exactly where the drone's life ended. I was hoping to see some dramatic crash into the water, however, it just froze. Now the reason I have resting panic face again is because not only did we pass more crocodile signs in the way in, but Tom had disappeared and I suddenly realised I was the only one in the pool. Thank God I didn't overreact, as seconds later Tom emerged and we explored Barramundi Pool together.
in Kakadu. We set up our little mozzie repellent thing. Our tent set up, swag in there. We're cooking some asparagus, yum. Who'd have thought, hey? Asparagus, camping food. Impulse buy at the supermarket. I can't believe I swam through those holes today. That was pretty epic for me, considering I'm very scared of deep water that I can't see the bottom. How do you think I did, Tom?
I was impressed.
You were impressed? I actually made it after about 17 attempts.
I can tell you were freaking out pretty bad, so the fact that you got through there.
And just did it.
Should be proud of yourself, Charlie.
Have we broken the oven?
Yep.
So we might not be having asparagus at all in a pan.
No, we'll have it. I'm just gonna fix the thing.
Just gotta fix the oven.
I mean, how complicated can it be, right?
What's kind of weird is we appear to be the only people at this camp. There's no one here. No one here at all. Tonight we are having vegetables with tomato sauce, chicken and mashed potato. Yum!
So Charlie's about to try the berry off of the quinine bush. She's about to find
This
out.
is gonna be really bitter, isn't it?
It's quite bad, yeah.
Is it like crunchy?
Take the smallest bite you could physically take. Go on, just don't hesitate. You can't test it first. You just gotta and get the juice and.
Oh my god! That's so great. Oh, it's like really bitter. Oh my god! Thanks, Tom. That was so horrible. Thanks. I really appreciate that. I'm just getting rid of that. Ugh.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, it's horrible.
It really is one of the most disgusting things anyone could ever make you eat.
Oh, well, thanks.
As a rule of thumb, if a tour guide tells you should eat it,
Don't.
you're safe to eat it, but you probably should be quite apprehensive about the eating it.
This is coming from a guy that quite happily eats witchetty grubs, though.
They are delicious, though.
Delicious. I can't believe Tom just made me do that. It's disgusting. Oh, look, there's our drone. Look at the state of our car. Look at the mess of crap that's in there. And also, Tom has lost his t-shirt.
Don't know how, everything's so well organised.
It's so organised in here. Tom came camping with one pair of shorts, one t-shirt, which he's now lost, and no underwear whatsoever. And he barely has shoes, to be honest, as well.
I've got shoes.
Oh, you've got shoes.
I haven't put them on.
What are you doing?
Searching for my shirt. It's not here.
We abandoned the search for the t-shirt and went off to explore some of the art sites.
It's already quite sticky. We kind of look like we're on some sort of volcanic plain. What is this?
Here we are looking out over Barangay, also known as Nolangi Rock.
Oh my god.
It's going back down again.
We're here, Charlie,
Yeah.
at the intersection. We're gonna go up along this side, go up through the mobile store area, through the main gallery, straight up to the main lookout.
It's hibiscus flower. That's what it looks like. Oh, this is spectacular. Looks like Africa. It's not many places you get a whole 360 view, is there?
No.
It does not get much better than this view.
Kakadu is home to over 70,000 pieces of ancient rock art. This is spread between around 5,500 sites. Some dates back tens of thousands of years.
You gonna tell me any stories, Tom?
Mabiel, see the guy there?
Yeah.
He caught some fish, and some people stole his fish. So he confronted the elders of their group who denied that the people stole their fish. So he pushed a rock in front of their cave, and they all died of asphyxiation during the night.
That's horrible, Tom.
So don't steal.
Is that the story? Don't steal. We're about an hour out of Darwin, and we've stopped at a place where Tom made some didgeridoos and has given them to a guy and like sells them here. Pretty awesome. We're in like a roadhouse and Tom's got his didgeridoos on sale.
He even said it on there.
He even says. Oh. And Tom has an audience, look at this.
You hold it up and just ram a bar in there.
That afternoon we made it back to Darwin. We then spent the next few days just chilling together, as not only was our time in Darwin coming to an end, but so was my time in Australia. However, there was still one last thing we had to do. So, we are about to do something that I have been waiting to do the entire time I've been in Darwin. We are going to Crocosaurus Cove. We're actually going to go do the Cage of Death. I'm gonna die! I'm so excited now! I don't quite know what I've got myself into, to be totally honest. This is what we're gonna be doing. Look at the size of this crocodile! How excited are you?
It's a bit scary. Look at that.
Holy shit. We're going in the Cage of Death! I can't believe we're actually gonna get in the cage. It's terrifying.
Sign your life away.
Just in case we get eaten by a croc.
Essentially, this covers us for anything and everything that could possibly go wrong.
Put your bucket.
Thank you.
Here we go, guys. You're heading into Cage of Death. Any last words at all?
Love you, Mum.
Oh my god! Oh, it's my dad's 70th birthday and crocodiles are his most feared creature ever. So this is for you, Dad.
Here we go, guys. Give us your best scared faces in the Cage of Death. What do you reckon?
Terrified.
I reckon the screen's very flexible. Incredibly unnerving.
About to be loaded into a cage of crocodiles.
Cage of Death in Darwin, and what are your thoughts?
That was awesome. Absolutely brilliant.
So good.
Highly recommend it.
Definitely do that. Epic. Next time we leave Darwin for another epic road trip across Australia. We're in the Devil's Marbles! After spending Christmas in the UK, we fly back to Australia to explore one of its best kept secrets. Ah! Tom teaches me how to catch squid.
Squid's gone wild.
It's already got us once. And then I'm back in the water again, facing my ultimate fear,